What's up, everyone? So, this is Mia, and I'm going to be doing a full moon energy reading. So, this is the first full moon of the year, and it is in Cancer. Cancer is actually the mother energy, which is ironic because my own mother, her birthday was on the 9th. And our relationship has not been that well, and we actually haven't spoken in over a year. And it was ironic because on the 8th I decided to do a detox bath, and I wrote a letter to myself, and then when I got out, I had decided that I wanted to release a lot of energy that I've been holding on to. And so I wrote a letter to her. And it was ironic because as I was writing the letter, I thought about it, like, because I started writing the letter on the 9th. So it was like, probably like 1 or 2 in the morning. And then I realized, like, wow, today is her birthday. So, I think that, maybe feelings are coming up about past things that have happened in your life. Could be regarding your mother, could be regarding yourself, just that feminine energy of receiving. And so, yeah. And then also, so yesterday was 10110. So that energy kind of mirrored each other. And then today is 111. And so, with this being 2020, 22 is a master number. And then for me, 111 always shows up when I'm trying to get an answer to something. So usually I will see that, and it's either an answer to something, or it's like I saw a sign. But 111 is like really just opening up to those heavenly signs. And so as I was shuffling the cards and pulling in the energy, it's funny because there's blue here. This was actually the first card, which was heavenly signs. And so, yeah, it's like releasing your worries and trusting in God, trusting in the universe, and really just knowing that everything is working out for your higher good, right? But in order to do that, you have to listen to your intuition. So this is like becoming open, right? Wow, welcome the new is next, the next card. So I'm gonna begin. Let's see, Spirit, what is the change that we are focusing on for this full moon? So let's see what card we get for that. And I just want to apologize now if you hear any background noise. It is a Saturday, and I have a house full of kids. So hopefully they'll, cooperate. But there's no guarantees. Let's see, what is the change that we are focusing on for this full moon? I'm staring at my books, and the book that is really drawing my attention is The Power of Intention by Dr. Dwayne Dyer. But the word in particular is intention. So, full moons are good for releasing, but after the full moon is the new moon, right? And so new moons are for manifestation. So, you can't really have an ending without a beginning, or a beginning without an ending. Wow. So, it's funny because a bunch of cards came out. We have emotions. We have support, which is upside down. We have moving, adult children, and forgiveness. I only wanted one card. I'm going to put those back, but that's kind of like exactly what I was kind of just talking about. Let's see, Spirit, can we get one card one card for the focus. And I apologize because people are taking showers, and like I said, there may be a little background noise. One card for what the theme of this moon is. Well, so they're just not going to do that. So we have Welcome the New, which was on the bottom. Get some rest. And then relationship dynamics. So what I feel like this is saying, is that there's newness coming in. Maybe you've released some things, right? And so now it could be a time to just rest, right? And not try to control everything. Take some time to rest. Take some time to nurture yourself. Take some time to fill your cup up. Maybe you're welcoming in new ways to take care of yourself, new ways to take care of others. But ultimately, the most important relationship that you have outside of yourself, other than, your relationship with God, Most High, Source, Creator, however you want to put it, is with yourself, And so right now it's saying, maybe you need to take some time. This full moon, Cancer can be a very emotional sign. It's symbolic of the crab. And so with that being said, if you do feel like your emotions have been all over the place, this could be a good time to really rest and just really do those things that are going to take care of your spirit and your soul. So maybe you've been getting ideas, maybe things have been coming to you through your intuition. And so, it's important to listen to those things. If you've been getting a sign that maybe you need to eat better, if you've been getting a sign that maybe you need to work out, like, trust those things and act upon it, right? And then once you feel like you are in a space of wholeness, not only does it change the relationship that you have with yourself, because your higher self thanks you for those things, right? But it also affects the relationship you have with other people. Now, this also could, for some reason, I'm feeling like this also could mean that, maybe your relationships with other people are changing. And, it's kind of saying, like, go with the flow, and don't try to control things as much, because you want to take the path of least resistance, right? Okay. So let's see. Woo. Okay, so I just had a bunch. I didn't even get to ask the question. Lord have mercy. So, Spirit, clarify welcome the new, please. Clarify welcome the new. So it says summer. And it says what you're asking for will happen in the summertime, right? And it's funny because Cancer, that's, July, June, July, that is a summer sign. And then it says love life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is changing for the better. So, like I said, the most important relationship that you have with anyone outside of yourself, the most important relationship you have is with yourself, right? But this also could be meaning your relationship with someone else. It's definitely love, right? With this card, there's definitely love. I feel like he admires her. And then on this card, she's actually like blowing out a kiss, right? And so I feel like that is that feminine energy of like really just like being in your energy, like sitting on your throne and just embodying that goddess, that empress energy. And then by that, you are attracting someone, a suitor, right? So let's see. Clarify, get some rest, please. And that also goes with that energy of just flowing, right? And surrendering. You know, if you have been worried about love, then it's saying like get some rest, because what you're asking for is happening, but it's all going to happen in divine timing, not when you want it to happen. And so, you kind of have to release that overthinking, release the lack. If you want to draw that energy in, then you need to be grateful for it now, and say thank you. Thank you, God, for this amazing husband, or thank you, God, for this amazing wife, or thank you, God, for such a divine union. And get specific. Get specific when you are manifesting. And I don't mean, I want someone that's 5, or not 5'10". I was gonna say 5'10", but maybe that's ideal height for somebody. But you know how people say, I want somebody that's dark skin, and like when I was younger, I used to love light skin with braids, and I don't know why, but actually I do know why, but I don't mean that type of specific. I mean trying to embody the feeling, right? So thank you for a partner that is supportive. Thank you for a partner that is caring. Thank you for a partner that is understanding. Those type of things, right? And then make sure that you are a reflection of that, because you're not going to be able to pull something in if you're not that of yourself. So it's basically like, don't expect things from others that you are not yourself. So we had a few cards fly out, and I'm not going to take them. They all fell on the floor. So let's see. Please clarify, get some rest, Spirit. But this is the second time that this birthday card has flew out. So with that, it could be several things. It's like birthing yourself, or maybe something is happening for your birthday, or somebody's birthday around you, or maybe by your birthday, something is going to manifest. So we have winter. Winter came out for get some rest. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So this is, setting that intention out, right? Once you set that intention out, you have to rest. And, know that it's going to happen. It could happen during this winter month, during these winter months. We still have a couple more months until winter. But this is that crown chakra energy and receiving those downloads. So it's like, making a choice. Then on the bottom, we have new career. So if this is regarding a career, then it's saying that a new path is being birthed for you. Just don't try to control everything. Flower power. And I was talking about, detoxing, but it says spend time with flowers and flower essence to increase your personal healing power. So when I took a bath, I put some chamomile in there. I put some rose hips. I put a bay leaf. And I put some dandelion. But, I felt so calm afterwards. And, that pink is that love energy. And then, the chamomile, that's like the solar plexus type energy. So, yeah, it's saying like, this is just going back to like relaxing and really just enjoying the moment, taking it easy and not trying so hard. Once again, there's new career on the bottom. so I definitely feel like, something, there's some newness coming in, right? Let's see. Please clarify relationship dynamics. Clarify relationship dynamics. And then once again, on that card, there's like that purple energy, which goes back to your crown chakra. Also coming to me is like remembering your worth, So we got connect with nature. You feel rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. But that's also like remembering your worth. And then I said, stop to smell the roses. And she has a rose in her hand. She's glowing. She's sitting pretty. But it's like really just grounding yourself. When you, not only that, but when you go outside, you are able to receive signs from the universe. There's a lot of purple and green in these cards. Purple and green. And green is that heart chakra energy. And so it's like clearing your heart, balancing your emotions. That's what I think of that. Balancing your emotions. Realizing, that your emotions are a tool for you. And so how you feel doesn't have to indicate what you do. But, that sometimes, these feelings come and you have to ask them, why they're there. So let's see. Clarify relationship dynamics. See if we get something else for that. But, she has wings. And I definitely feel like, that's like evolving, right? Growing up. It's funny because back here we have welcome the new, and then there's like a little girl, right? And then on this one, the relationship dynamics, there's like a grown woman. What's funny is because my last reading, it was kind of that same energy, like, it was like it started off with like a young woman and then it went to like an older woman, and so that could be that mother energy, but also, just that feminine energy within you, and I feel like the small girl is like the immaturity, and then the big woman is like the maturity, right? So yeah, whom do you need to forgive? And this is perfect for this energy. As you release old anger and resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. And that's also grounding yourself, right? Going out, and this could be like, once you ground yourself, it's like allowing you to go out on a limb and take that leap and, fly, right? Basically. And then relationship dynamics. So it's like, this is your root chakra. Not only is it your her solar plexus, right? But it's your root chakra. And so, our creativity, everything is held in our gut. So like when you hold on to anger and things, not only does it, wow, something told me to look at the bottom of the deck. And so we have let go on the bottom. But, when you hold on to that anger, it just affects your whole life. It affects your gut. It affects the way you eat. The stress levels actually can make you have a lot of belly fat because you're holding on to a lot of things within that solar plexus area. Okay, so we're going to see. So what do we need to let go of for this full moon, Spirit? What do we need to let go of? too many cards that came out. Let me see. Try again. Well, on the bottom of the deck, though, is the Ten of Wands. So that could just be whatever is holding you down, you know. And to me, this is that feeling like you have the world on your shoulder type energy, feeling like you have to do it all. And so it's like simplifying your life, letting go of some of those burdens. Okay, so what do we need to release with this full moon energy, Spirit? What do we need to release? What is our focus? What do we need to release? I mean, we know we need to, you know, forgive. But let's see what else. What do we need to release with this full moon energy? What do we need to release? So, we have two cards that came out. On the bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups, which is regret and sorrow, right? So, it's funny. So, and my daughter did that, my 1-year-old. But what do we need to release? So, we got the Fool, and we got the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is like being in a state of rest. And then the Fool is like taking a leap. And I know that I said that. It's funny. And so to me, that's saying like making a decision on what you want to do. Like, are you going to go forward? Or are you going to stay stuck? Are you going to take action, or are you going to stand still and just let things happen? Are you going to put the hurt, are you still going to focus on that hurt? Are you going to give yourself a new beginning, go within, get clarity, and move forward, and leaving this in the past? Interesting. Very interesting, because it's like two opposite energies, right? Let's see. Wow. Okay. So what do we need to accept with this full moon? What do we need to accept? What do we need to accept? Okay, so Seven of Swords, that's moving away. Sometimes this is considered like a theft energy. I'm feeling like this is saying the need to accept people for who they are. Also, accepting that you got to make some moves in silence, right? Because it came out with the Magician. And with that energy of like sneaking away, it's like moving in silence, right? Then not only that, but accepting that you have all the tools and stop deceiving yourself. Accepting how powerful you are. And this is a 1, right? That's a 1. That is being connected to Alpha Omega. That is connected to knowing that every ending, there's a beginning. You have the infinity symbol, and that never ends. Then the Five of Wands and the Eight of Wands came out. And so this is like moving away from that conflict, from that struggle, from that power struggle, right? These people it's a bunch of chaos, It seems like that one phrase just came to me, too many chiefs, not enough Indians. But you're like moving away from this conflict. So that could be internal, or that could be outside of you, right? And we do have that whom do you need to forgive energy, right? And so fives are symbolic of change. And it's like moving away from people that cause conflict within you, moving away from holding on to this energy, feeling like you have to fight, right? We had the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It's like letting go and letting God. And as soon as you let go of this, it allows that movement. And then on the bottom, we have a Page of Wands. So that's like a spark of something, a new beginning, a passionate new beginning. You know, this could be regarding a creative venture, you know, but it's like, wow. And then, wow, the Ace of Wands, right, I thought was the next card. But it's funny because, look, we have the Five of Pentacles. And that's that feeling of being left out in the cold. And I feel like that's what you're kind of moving away from. Wow. Let's see. What is in our subconscious mind? What is in our subconscious mind? What is in our subconscious mind? What blocks do we have in our subconscious mind? I just heard I'm not enough. And I want you to know that you are. You are enough. And you are capable. What blocks do we have in our subconscious mind? And that's why when you focus on self-love and nurturing, yeah. Wow, so the block is the Five of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So this could be, the block is like holding on to past hurt. It could be regarding a family. It could be regarding, you know, your own parents. It could be regarding a past relationship. But as you can see, even though 3 cups fell over, there's 2 cups left, right? And so that's like changing your perspective. We have 2 fives. 2 fives, right? So it's like our subconscious mind is still thinking about that hurt, you know, still thinking about past situations. And it's like feeling like, you know, I'll never have love again. I'll never have a family again. And it's saying like, release that. And how do you release that? Through forgiveness, right? Through connecting with nature. Wow. So that's what's in our mind. And then once again, we have another 5. And this is the Hierophant. This is spiritual awakening. This is spiritual teaching. But this can also be a commitment, right? And so it's like when you release that, oh, you know, you have a new commitment coming in, right? That could also be meaning being committed to your spiritual growth and to your evolution. Okay, what's in our heart space? What is in our heart space? What is in our heart space? What is in our heart space? I saw the 3 of Swords in my mind. It didn't come out, but I saw the 3 of Swords in my mind. And that is heartbreak. Let's see. What's in our heart space? What's in our heart space? Well, 6 of Cups. So that's like that past love. You know, you could be thinking about a past lover. But, you know, it's just that innocence, right? So it's like a pure heart. You know, you have a pure heart. You just have to release that pain. Okay, so I'm going to do one more card. And then on the bottom of the deck, we did have Happy Surprise. So something very good is about to happen. Okay. And I feel like those are intentions either you set out or this could be somebody actually surprising you. Okay. So Spirit, what advice do you have for us to end this reading? And I apologize if you hear those kids in the background. I don't know why I just said shh, like they can hear me because they can't. Let's see, one more card. What is the advice you have for us to tie all this together? What is the advice you have to tie all this together? What is the advice you have to tie all this together? It's okay to be different. You don't need to be like everyone else. You're perfect just the way you are. And then on the bottom, there's change. And I talked about the fives being changes. The changes that you are going through are positive. And so this is like walking through that door of value, walking through that door of the next chapter of your life, right? And it's saying like if it's okay to be different, you don't have to be like everyone else. And if you notice, this unicorn has all these people drawn, and so to me that could also mean like drawing an audience to you. Maybe you have different ideas and philosophies, and it's like those people being drawn to you, and it's okay to be different. So what other advice do you have for spirit for this reading? What other advice do you have? And once again, it was purple on that card. Wow. Worth waiting for. And I'm going to leave it at that. Your patience will be rewarded. Worth waiting for. So I hope that this, is able to resonate with you in a way that you can take something from it. And I really just want you to trust, let go, and let God. So thank you for tuning in, and until next time.